What is going on? It is go time. This is Mortar Mike, and this is another Watcher of Realms video. Today, I have another collaboration because it doesn't stop. I wanted to introduce y'all to somebody that has been amazing. I've been contacting him back and forth. This guy started playing content for the past 4 years, and I think it was in Summoner's War. He makes it for the Brazilian community. They speak Portuguese, so he built a huge following. I'll give you a link to his channel for that, and his channel that he's currently using for Watcher of Realms. This guy will literally do a live stream, break down strategies on how to do this for guild balls, how to do stuff for guild v guild. Today, we're gonna talk about guild versus guild. We got 2 videos for you guys today. This one today is gonna be talking about how to attack and defend the fortress, our take on what's been working for us, demons and then champions that's been really good for it. And then we're gonna also go on the stronghold, which are the skinnier buildings, and talk about how you take on those, attacking them and defend them. But before I get on that, I have to introduce you to none other than the amazing Jack Tricken. What is going on, my guy? How are you?
Hey, hello guys, I am Jack Tricken and be welcome to Mike's channel. Yeah, man. It's a real pleasure to be here, man. Thank you for that. We don't even start, but I'm still loving to do that with you. It will be amazing, for sure.
Bro,
Let's have some fun and kick some...
There we go. So I'm not that big guy in the screen there.
Yeah, okay.
We've been talking for like the past couple of weeks to get this thing going, man. He has been kicking butt. I've been kicking butt. And I was like, you know what? Let's make this thing happen. And he sent me a message this morning. It was like, what time do you have today? And I was like, I will make time. Let's work. I wanted to show you guys why I thought this guy was so awesome, because I will consistently see him do live streams, talk about the game, show him playing it, actually show his events, show his attempts. And then he was like, yeah, I made content for Summoner's World for the Brazilian community. And then he showed me the channel. It was like 21,000 something followers. So
it's not that much. It's not that much.
Okay, not that much. I think you actually, your channel rivals Ivy League Gaming and Watcher of Realms for what you did for Summoner's War. Like, that's credibility, bro. Like, y'all know, like, it takes a while to get those numbers. That's insane. That's impressive. So I had to give you props, because that's skin in the game. If anybody wants to know, if you just, if you're like me and you just started making it, but you got skin in the game, you've been doing it for a while, bro. So I was like, I got to get your take on guild versus guild. And particularly in this video, I wanted to talk about the fortresses. So you guys already know, we already did our battles. As soon as the 8 battles were available, we went straight to work. I was gonna do my replays of the battles. As we go through this, we'll talk about attacking and defending. What are good choices, what are bad choices. I will say, out of the 8 battles I did, there were 8 wins. I don't know if that helps or not with defenses. I guess we could find out what were the chinks in the armors that we spotted. And then what were some things you see that lets you know, oh, this is gonna be an easy win, or this is gonna be a tough battle. So without further ado, I had to resort back to Mortar Mike with the hat. I had to kick it old school, because I was like, this dude's doing it, we gotta do it.
Let's do it, man. Come on. Yeah. Maybe you can go directly for your record. Okay. Yeah, Guild Alias. Okay. Click on Guild Alias and personal record.
So just so you guys know, if you didn't see that clip, this dude just walked me on how to find what I was looking for that I thought was going to take 10 minutes. So if you want to find out how to get here, this is what he just showed me. Click Guild Allies if you want to see your past battles, and click Personal Record. This shows your wins. I did say I did 8, and I did win 8. It's my proof. I guess we'll start with the one on the bottom, the hour and 5 minutes. 1 day and 5 hours at the bottom with Cap 2 member. I'll click it here. I guess I'll just take us to it. Okay, so this guy's team consisted of Alistair, Cyrus, Silas, Leia, and Valkyra. So just from you seeing what you see right now, I don't know if you can see them well, but what would you say is the biggest issue you see with this team as soon as you saw them?
Oh man, there is a lot. This guy, Cyrus, it looks really good because his skeleton can protect these guys. You can't snipe that. So you need to send first someone to kill the skeletons, and it can have you one more, and then you can snipe these other guys.
Exactly. Yes, see, you answered, because I was literally looking, I was like, the biggest issue, number one issue I see people do in this game is that they leave their marksmen and their mages out in the open. And if you don't know, if you see on here, there was a meta we talked about. We called it the Bowman meta. I use, or like the red bow guys, the epic bow guys. I use it often. But you can see this team has got nothing but legendary champions, and they're amazing. But what I did was I called it the bulwark strategy, where I send a big guy in first, and then I send the bow guys next to soften up and get any kills if they can, and then I try to rush with the dogs or something at the end. That's my main strategy. So if you see me attacking, just know what's coming.
Okay, let's see. Let's see how it will work. I want to see your strategy because, okay.
What I do first is I always get my charge, my energy to 10. So I can send the Bowmans out twice when I get to 8 energy again. And that allows me to just run through these guys right here. So I got the kill of the 2 guys on the side already. So that's most done. Now it's just working down Cyrus. If you send some minions, it doesn't work. It doesn't matter as much. Now I got to worry about Cyrus and Valkyra. So I send in melee fighters because Cyrus is usually built for attack, not for defense. And they walk right on through.
Yeah, that's amazing. Actually, your guys kill this defender really fast, right? So.
Yeah, well, the thing with Cyrus is Cyrus is an attack defender. So he has high defense stats, but you build him for attack. And so you should put him behind somebody. You could treat him like a melee fighter, basically. But people put him in the front line, and then he takes the L.
But he's a defender, right?
Yeah, he's a defender, but he's an attack defender like Torador. So you guys saw that I didn't give him the whole list of what I would do or what not. He literally said I would do this against this team, and then we played it, and it runs through. So we're looking for some of the fortress battles. So I think, you know what? There were very few fortress battles. I'm going to go back out of this one. There were very few fortress battles because you saw a lot of their fortresses were vacant. I might have done a whole bunch of fortress. Well, that just might be our topic today. All right. So I'll do this because this is what I want you guys to know. I want you guys to know how much he drills into this content and how well he knows it inside and out. Okay, we got a Broke here. Looks like we got a Kaneza, a Wrath. I cannot tell. I see Vortex, and I'm willing to bet that is Hatsit. Either Hatsit or Lara. I'm willing to bet that's Hatsit though. What would you do against this team? What's the issue that you see with this team?
If you send the archers first, they will kill both the fighters, and then you are fine. Because only Hatsu can do anything. Yeah, basically that's it.
You nailed it. See? Freaking nailed it. The issue with this team is that there is not much to worry about. Now, I will say there's one caveat. If your champions get close enough to a defender, even if they have a marksman or somebody that they can shoot instead, they'll prefer to shoot the defender. It's like the defender has aggro. So if the defender, I don't think you can pull him forward anymore, but Broke here was 1 tile ahead, you could only shoot Broke here right here. So, but that's one thing to know. But the other issue is, like you said, Hatsit is sitting here and she is not able to do a lot by herself.
Yeah,
she got to hold crowds. She's got to stop anything from the air. She's got to stay alive.
Yeah, and there is one more thing. You can send, in this defense, if you send 2 archers and then just wait and send 2 mages, you will make sure to kill the fighters if someone alive. And if you already kill everyone, the mages will kill you, hit Brokir and kill Hatsu.
Yeah, exactly. See? He knows his stuff, y'all. He knows his stuff. It's dope. I'm gonna play it just so we can go through. It's funny. I wanted to do more of the fortress things, but I forgot in these battles, most of them vacated the stronghold and just did the most of them vacated the fortress and just hit the stronghold. So running through this one right here, you see my classic strat of sending the heavy guy first. The main reason I send him first is to get rid of all the ults as fast as we can. And then I send my archers in there. And here's the problem right here. This is a problem. So you notice the archers couldn't get the kills because they got too close to defenders. So I just sent a bunch of dogs.
Oh man, come on.
So I wanted to show that one because that is a strategy a lot of people pass up on. The dogs are my favorite option in guild versus guild. Whenever the fight is looking hairy ahead of you, if you're thinking about when the ults went off, if their ultimates have already gone off, you have a perfect chance to just send a rush of them and just win it. As soon as they got too close to the defender, they automatically only attack the defender. So if you can't kill them before they get too close, they'll just start shooting the defender instead. It's one of those weird things. Wait a second, what is this here? That's position. Oh, that's just where I'm at. Okay. Did I have any battles? No, they have not touched.
And right now, it's much more easy to win the fights. Because before, of course, there is some hard times. All defenses are really solid, and you need to really think and have a hype beat to win. But right now, right now there is a lot of options. It's really hard to make a solid defense to win everything.
That's a good point,
that's more
too.
fun.
That's a good point. I agree with you. I do think that is more fun. I think some people want to have a bunch of teams. These are my two teams, by the way. There's some gaps in them. I wonder if I can show the actual teams. If I click edit, it'll just show them, I think. Let's see. So this is team 1. This isn't perfect, by the way. This is just the champs I have. So this is my first team here. Now, I will say the biggest issue that I have on this team is that Comet can die. That's the biggest issue I have on this team. Comet can die. If Comet dies, this team falls apart pretty quickly. I wish somebody attacked so I could show you guys more. My goal was, one thing was to keep Comet in the fight. If Comet's in the fight, he can handle most of the work. Silas is gonna do heavy damage, and Brogni is enough to attract most of the fight. Oh, you know what, let me ask you this. What are your 2 favorite defenders in Guild v Guild? What would you say, and why would you say you like them?
Yeah, Brokir, definitely. It's the number 1. And for me, what I have is Regulus. He also works.
That's both the answers I had. I kid you not. Whenever I see Regulus, I do not enter that battle because I know he's going to be there for an hour and a half, just hanging out, saying indestructible and just stalling me out.
Yeah, but there is a thing that I see in a lot of teams. There is one guy, I don't remember. He's a 4 stars that really works good. His guy.
Is it Olag or is it Baron?
Yeah, Baron. Baron is really good too.
Is good.
He works really great.
Of health. Yeah, he works really great. He has a ton of health too.
Yeah.
I like seeing Baron out there, and it's funny, like, you know, you could get like some of the legendary ones which are good. It's a really, really strong epics. Olag is really good if you have a single target healer. If you have a single target healer, he's really good, especially if he gets enough time to get his shield up. You can't do the damage to him. He becomes amazing. But just showing you guys this comp right here. So this is my defense comp. It's not perfect, but the game plan was when they summon it, they set Bowman. I wanted to make sure the Bowman can't easily kill my champs. They might be able to get my Comet, but I put him right next to Hollow just in case. I wanted to have something that was a hard way to get through. Brokir, I believe, already has on Bastion Ring, which is Olag's wall, so he has the extra block. And Zillitude has the Frigid Flame. So the longer you take to fight her, the longer you take, the more she charges up her regular abilities and the more she charges up her other attack damage from the artifact. So she can get really crazy damage in this little spot now. She's still frail, she's still easy to kill, but it's an option I wanted to try. I just wish I could show attacks. That would be nice.
Yeah, and I just remember one thing that I did for this Guild War that can be a strategy for everyone. Because I usually use the Olag's Wall too. I don't remember the new names.
That's right. That's right enough. That's the right name for me.
Yeah, for the defenders to block 4 guys, and mostly everyone's expected that. So then I changed that so they can block only 3 guys. And there is 2 things, because for sometimes they send 2 demon soldiers. I don't remember the names. I call slicers. These 2 guys with the big knives. And
like the cleavers. Yeah, that's the meat cleaver guys. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, I call they slicers because they do a lot of damage and just cut as a butter any defender that you can find. So sometimes your opponent sends 4 slicers to kill your guy. And if he blocks the 4 slicers, even with a really strong heal, it's hard to take. But if you can block just 3, It's much more easy, man. And sometimes he sends a tanker first. So tanker will be the blocker. So then he sends all slicers. And it will be one tanker and three slicers
smart,
do a lot
though.
of damage. But if
That
you
actually is a
can
good
block,
point, because if you have 4 blockers, you have to take more damage, which
Yes.
means that your guy is more likely to die. That is interesting. I like that, though. That's actually a
that's
very
it.
good point.
Yeah, I just win a fight like that because I put, and I also use my artifact to get extra heal. So he can block only 3 guys.
I think it's a purple one, like Regal Crest or something like that. I think is the name of that one. The artifact that gives you extra heals. Yep.
Yeah, so he can block only 3 guys, so he takes less damage and gets extra heal. So it's much more hard to kill that. So it's a strategy to think about.
That is smart, because it's funny, we think we need the highest amount of block. In this, the strategy is to eliminate the other team, not just stall them out, because you're not going to, if they send 8 spiders, you can't do anything. But if you have a team that can kill the groups and hold off just enough of the important ones to stop it, that's a pretty good idea. That's actually pretty good. Interesting. So that's
Let me see.
Let's go.
Yeah, let me see our other defense.
This is my experimental team. This is experimental. The reason why I call this experimental is because, one, I just got Boreas, so I wanted to see how he works. The downside with this team, so I have AI, I have Vortex, I have Abomination, I have Cyrus, and I also have Boreas here. So that's my team. The main thing I wanted to do was to group up the enemies for mass damage. But what I like about this is her range of all of these frosts right here. So if you're sending a big guy in front, then he'll soak up all the freezes, which is not that good. But I have her at Awaken 5, which means all of her frost bombs hit multiple targets. So if you're trying to send something close to that tank to come out first, they're going to get frozen and stuck with with her. And then Boreas, when he does his ultimate, or even just his regular attack, he just continues to freeze them and do high frost damage, high damage because they're frozen. My goal was to slow them down and get them grouped up. Hopefully they can't progress far, and to just damage them down before they even get there. That's also why I picked Cyrus, because Cyrus gives a damage bonus of 15% to the stats of Boreas. So Boreas is even stronger. And one other thing, Cyrus isn't here to live a long time, I'll be honest. He has a really cool range, but the one thing I wanted was this ultimate for him to drop those skeleton fighters in front, because if the skeleton fighters die, all the esoterics get a 25% damage boost for 8 seconds. So if they come in range and Boreas triggers his ultimate because they're close, now I'm going to get the most damage out of them at a close range. The downside is this team, if there's any tanky area units, I don't think there's many tanky ones right now. I know there's the legendary one that's like the blue crystal kind of one. I know that's there. I don't think there's a tanky version that can survive Boreas right now. I don't know if it's going to get adjusted. You guys saw the video of me and Fastidious. I don't know if it's going to get adjusted, but
man, I actually have a lot of comments about this defense, and I think
to me, man.
like that. So let's go. The first thing is about AI. I'm pretty sure she can be sniped in this spot.
I think there's a chance she may be. I haven't seen any attacks, so I hope I'm not wrong.
No, actually, I'm 100% sure she can be sniped. And all anyone they need to do is send 2 archers together. Maybe if the shield is strong enough, she can survive on the first hit. But with low health, he will get 1 heal. And then the second hit with 2 archers again will kill definitely. There is no way to survive.
That's a good point. So in that case, it's just whatever ice she threw down before she dies.
But maybe she can do some crystals, but you just need to send some tank before, and we'll do the job. But the other thing is, maybe if someone just send 2 mages, I think 2 mages strong enough, they will kill your AI. And after that, just send a tanker first to clean all the stuff that she puts, and then send the mages will kill.
So now I gotta change my strategy because you just showed the world how to beat me.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
That's actually not a bad idea. That's good.
And take a look on that. As the mages come to your defense, they will one-shot Boreas because they will hit in your defender. They will one-shot Boreas.
Ah, interesting.
And also do a lot of damage behind on your abomination. So then they will start to heal, but the mages will still hitting. But you will not have more damage.
You let me know what you think of this. That's where I think Cyrus is going to be more useful because Cyrus puts 2 minions in front of him. So that's 2 tiles away. So those initial hits, if he kills any of those 2, I treat him like an alarm system. So if one of those die and anybody gets in range of Boreas, then he starts triggering his ultimate, which freezes them and gets a chance to do some damage. You have a good point of saying the mages can get in there and get some good splash damage in there too. So I'm concerned if the minions can stop them enough for Boreas to take effect and do work. I think I just picked Abomination because he's tanky and hard to kill.
Actually, when you see my defense, it's kind of, but that's the first thing that I see. But there is one other thing that's really important, and I think you will like that. Yeah. Because Boreas have a really good range. It's 4 blocks for every side, actually. Yeah. So if you use Boreas in the place of your healer, man, he takes care of all the map because you just mean 4 blocks for left or right, I don't know. So he start to hit right there in the beginning. Yes. So look there that.
Immediately.
You already did. So
it's funny, I put him next to Vortex because I wanted Vortex's heals to make it there fast. But if Vortex pops his ultimate, that may help too. Look
at the range that Boreas have now. Look, use your mouse to click there.
The 4 range is going to be way more.
No, the ultimate. But the ultimate you can't see. But it's 4 blocks.
Oh, you're right.
For the left.
You know what's funny? I've never actually clicked the ultimate. I don't think it actually showed me.
You can't. But just use your mouse. 4 blocks left.
They won't be able to see my mouse, but if you're talking about like the little statue on the far right hand side, the small one, that's like a little square, like a little box. Okay, you just helped me with my strategy. That will help me do more damage and slow them down. And then when they get around Cyrus is going to give another damage boost. It's not going to be it's not going to be insane, but if any of those minions die, they get the damage boost. If I had a Laurel and I put her down and picked her up, they get it. But it's cool because I'm just like, let me find ways to make this guy work. I will not say the one that we just saw, where Cyrus is right out in the open. I don't think that's the right way to use him.
and for the left, to finish that, I don't think IA is a good option, just because she will be sniped, so it's a free kill.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You just need to use another tank.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. I like the way you. I think you're right on that. I'm always thinking about how those archers will hit me because I use the archers at the beginning of most of my fights in case there's some champs I can pick off. Now I'm thinking, how would they use them against me? And I might have to substitute AI. I'm gonna be honest. I might just love this too much, and that's why. That's exactly why.
If someone doesn't snipe that, it will work great for sure.
And the thing is, if they're gonna snipe her, they have to rush their strategy. They have to start it off fast, and then those if it's bowmen or mages, they got to go through the ice things to get to the next spot, and they may just die off, and that might help me buy some time because they don't want to send a crowd into an ice field. But you got a good point though. If she can get sniped, I definitely got to think of something different then. There's an artifact in here. I don't know if it's going to work as well as I think it will, but I just wanted to show this to you guys. It's a marksman artifact.
Blood Galaxy or something like that.
I can find it
on the shop, on the guild shop. It's actually...
Oh, you're right. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one. See.
Yeah.
I teamed up with the right person today. Yes, this one right here.
Each
chalice.
changed the name. Each changed the name. It was blood chalice, I think.
I would be interested to know how this would work as far as keeping a marksman alive. If you just put him there to be a staller, and somebody thinks you built him one way, but you built him a whole different way because you think you can kill him, but you built this guy. You built them to be intentionally tanky just to draw fire to make the battle harder. But you would have to make a Duke champion for this, which is not a bad idea if you build Duke champs.
I already tested that. Not on Guild War. Yeah. But not on Guild War. I tested that a lot on trial. This 3%, it's not enough to keep it alive. Only if you have, for example, that have the
Idril or Brienne.
Yeah, Brienne. Mm-hmm. And when she single targets, it's not enough. But as she used the ultimate that do a lot of hits in a lot of guys, yes. So just for 3-4 seconds, you can have a lot of life and survival. So as we will die, trigger the ultimate, and that will help. But only for single targets, it's not enough. Maybe with Silas, Silas do a lot of damage on the ultimate too. It can work, but actually it's not based on the damage, right? It's 3% of hero max.
It's just hitting, which is not. So it's interesting to wonder, damage. Like, if you build them tanky and defensive, you know they're not going to do damage. Like, you just literally building them as a because people think they can bring the character in and snipe them, and all you have to do is get them to waste valuable demons in the run for you to win. So if you have a way to say, oh crap, they sent these champions with the intention of killing this guy and they really just wasted them, that might make it a better run, you know, because people are thinking they're going to do this other thing. It's like, no, I'll put them there just to catch you off guard. I want to. So you tried it in faction trials. I would be interested to know if it might work. I might have to put it in my next build. I might have to swap AI out. It's going to be sad to see her go.
I'm pretty sure just another tanky will help, and I really think the mages can one shot maybe the skeletons.
Yeah, the skeletons aren't that strong. Yeah, the skeletons aren't strong at all. But what I like about them is they work as an alarm system for Boreas and Comet. That's my favorite thing about them, because as soon as they die, all the esoterics get a big bonus. So I'm like, that's the only reason I keep them in there, because they're not going to hold the line. They're going to die.
It's this Cyrus guy is amazing for defense for this meta. Definitely it is.
So I hope that you guys are enjoying this video. As you saw, we were going to do more of the fortress, but this time we ended up having to talk about the strongholds, because in this run, all the fortresses were vacant. But I want to show you guys the take that Jack is going to give you guys. Jack Tricken is going to show you guys on his defense. Why does he build it the way he did? Some of the attacks that he did, what works, what didn't work, and then we're going to make it happen so you guys can see the inside of why this guy is so amazing, and why I said you guys have to watch his content. My guy, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming through. Y'all don't understand. Y'all think when you see a person that doesn't have a bunch of views that they don't know what they're talking about. This dude has another channel that's almost as big as Ivy's channel. Let's put that into perspective. In the Brazilian community, in a whole different language than in English and Portuguese, and has a giant following for a game that he played for a long time. A lot of people trust what stuff he talks about in the game, and they pay attention to him. So that being said, he said, you know what? I'm going to start making content in English so I can reach more people that speak English and they can understand this content, because I got value to bring, so I had to bring them. I appreciate you, man. I just kept talking.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm doing my best. My accent is really strong, but I hope at least most people can understand me, and I'm getting better. I promise it to you guys, I'm getting better. Mike, it was a great pleasure to do this video with you, and thank you for watching, everyone here in this Mike channel. It was amazing, and you guys are invited to my channel too to see this other part of this video with Mike. It will be amazing. Just find for Jack Tricken, or you can find the link here below. And guy, I just think this will be the first collaboration that we did, because man, I just love to do that. It was amazing talking, and I really want to do that more. Maybe a live stream will be great too. And
I'm with it, bro. See, you see why I invited him on here? You guys didn't know that this dude was so cool and fun to make content. I was like, this video is gonna be good. First, he already showed me that my team has to be fixed, so I'm gonna fix my team and get better. Because I was thinking my team was doing something nice. He was like, yeah, I would do this. I would snipe them. They would die. I was like, oh, let me change it up. But I'll say this too, for people that are playing guild versus guild, it's important to remember that the attacker always has the advantage. It's important to remember that. You set up a defense, and then a day later somebody comes with a team, they can switch up on the fly to get the best chance against you. So don't be discouraged if your defense doesn't always win every battle. The advantage is given to the attackers because they can literally watch your team and pick the best chance to go against your team and beat it. It's a big chance that you may not win it.
yeah. And right now with this new meta, definitely it's much more easy to attack and to win the fights. Much more easy than before.
Yeah.
Sure.
So it's like you got to be comfortable with making a good team. Hopefully you win a few of them. The reward is given to the attackers. If you got good attacks and you can do really well, have fun. But I will tell you guys, we got to go ahead and make his video for Jack right here. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. We'll pop it full screen one good time for the one time. You guys have an awesome evening. I appreciate y'all. I will see y'all in the next video. It is go time. You guys have an awesome time. Take care.